and then it's not your fault that I'm 30. It's not your fault that I have to read. Oh
No,
my gosh.
because Ryan had requested, and I told him, I was like, if you request it, it'll push her off.
Blessed Audrey.
Sorry, guys.
That was so juicy. You better hope you get everybody back, Audrey. That was very good, healthy conversation.
My bad. I didn't record.
Tell Ryan he's gonna have to wait. You on Flying Perfectly?
Who you talking to me?
No, I'm just thought about it. Ain't no way to mix him in. Oh my gosh. Audrey, I'm about to slap you. Oh, girl, because there were so many comments that I wanted to read.
They're still up there. Can you not see them?
No.
They're still up there.
You probably can.
So what were you commenting on?
I don't remember. I was congratulating Ivory White for wanting to be married. That is awesome. And that was it. What was after that? Because I done lost all my people.
The same person asked, could you have relationships with your best friend, or like, can you have sex with your friends and not catch feelings?
Ooh, Lord. Mary. Let me find her. Let me see if I can. I'm not going to be able to find her on there because I don't remember her actual.
It was like Mary_Mary.
That was it?
And it had something else at the end. I think it was like Mary something.
Read it.
Oh, well, her question or her name?
Her name.
All right, let me find it. So answer his question while I'm looking for her name is.
Okay, people want to get married but don't want to have a marriage. Okay, what is a marriage for you? Because you've been married for 6 years. Like, what does a marriage look like for? Because we might be like, oh, I want to get married, and then we might hate it. So what is marriage? Like, what does marriage consist of?
And then while we're waiting for that question, Ivory White 9 said, can friends have sex without feelings? You should have been here like 2 weeks ago.
Well, we spoke on that. I think we've actually covered that conversation. When You Love the Hate, we still got you on here. We covered that maybe like twice. That was he said, I'd be at work. Well, you better jump in on it now. And then I'm gonna go to your answer, just_E. I think it was a mixed thing. Like, some people was like, yeah, you can, and some people like, no, you can't. I think at first for me, I said that it was kind of like different a little bit. It was like, could you talk to somebody who, like, could you be dating someone and they have female friends or whatever? But as far as me, could I have like a friend that we're like literally just smashing? Yes, you can. And I actually have feelings. I've been there and I've done that. Sorry for the embarrassment, but I have. And so it's very much possible. Very much possible. Is that it? Did I write it right?
Yeah.
He said, huh?
I wrote it too. But
his response to my question was stress, hard work, a lot of anxiety, love, affection, good times, hardships. When You Love the Hate, agree. I actually, sometimes you grow apart, sometimes you don't love your spouse, and that's hard at times. I'm open to that. Like, when I tell you I'm a fighter, let me tell you, I'm a fighter for love. Like, I've never been like that. Don't get me wrong, because I was just like, I mean, I've always had that quality in me, but I just wasn't willing to take that chance. But I definitely picture marriage being that way. Like, I know marriage is not easy, because being friends is not easy. Being lovers is not that easy. Being girlfriend, boyfriend, that's not, like, none of it's easy. And I feel what scares me is not me wanting to fight, it's that person not wanting to fight. That's what scares me. Like, if you're mad at me about something, let's talk about it. Don't let me go to bed mad. Don't let me send you off to work feeling some type of way. Let's fix this. Let me massage and stroke whatever I need to stroke and get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, get us together, and then let's do what we need to do. Because some people, and to your point, yeah, people fight differently. I I'm not so much verbal sometimes. I'm a silent fighter. You have to know me to realize that, okay, I'm upset, because sometimes I won't say it. But also, but also I might be matched up with or dating someone who's more verbal. Like, I do feel like there's still got to be a yin and a yang, but we both can't walk around the house not talking. You see what I'm saying? Like, that just opens doors for so much. I'm so glad my girl is back on. Hey, Mary. She said, relationship, marriage is hard. Both parties have to be willing to put in the work. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why, like, I feel like when you got to be so serious when you get to that point. I don't need nobody jumping into no marriage, or even like I was saying, like, dating and not be for real about it. Like, understand, this ain't gonna look like this every day. I might look like, look. Some days I might look like the chick on the little perm box, and sometimes I might look like, you need to throw me a penny or something a day. Love that ugliness that I got going on, and understand that days that I'm pretty. I'm just saying, love me for everything. Like, because I know when I love hard, and I love you for everything, your faults. Like, I might be the type that I cannot stand you snoring in the bed, but for you, I'll go to sleep before you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will make adjustments to make it work. Like, I think I am definitely marriage material, but that's just me. I'm just saying. But if you're scared that person isn't working as hard, that makes you think that they aren't scared. You aren't. You have to talk. Right? But a lot of guys, just throwing it out there, a lot of guys don't like to communicate sometimes. It's like you don't have an in-between guy. You got a guy who likes to over-communicate, and some that don't like to communicate at all. So, do you agree, Audrey?
I definitely agree, because I'm going through that right now.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, or I feel like for me, like, he plays hard all the time, and I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm just saying he plays hard all the time. I'm just like, oh, I don't really want to talk. Like, I'll start like, hey, I like this, and then if I feel a hint that he don't want to talk about, I'm like, yeah, so who won that game last night? Like, I'm switching gears. Like, I don't want to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. Ivory White says, marriage scares me because people have so much trouble committing nowadays and wake up with a different feeling all the time. I'm afraid to commit my life to someone that may no longer want me, but be afraid to tell me. It's a scary thought. Absolutely. That is my fear. And it seems like a lot of people agree. He said, nah, I mean fighting for love. That's what I was talking about. Hey, rooftop fanboy. One might grow before the other. You have to keep at it with one another, so each one is being helped. Can I just make a real vulgar comment without judgment? Oh, Lord, honey, go ahead and make a comment. Hey, y'all. Love is a choice, not a feeling. Yes. Gotta get it off my chest. Oh, y'all, just go look. I'm exposing myself. Let me tell you something. I might be getting a real ugly text message after all this. But I have to be vulnerable. If we're asking questions from you guys, we got to be vulnerable, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So my thing is, like, until I get to you guys, get whatever you got to get off your chest and respond however you need to respond. Like, I'm. Sometimes but how long, let me ask y'all something while I'm waiting for you guys to say whatever you need to say. How long do you fight? Like, how long do you fight to prove that you love someone? How long do you fight?
I gotta fight to prove my love. Straight.
Gotta fight. So how long would you fight, Audrey?
How long? I mean, you know how I do. I'm gonna ride or die probably for the wrong motherfuckers, and I've been in some situations. Current situation is
I already see. I want to read his comment, girl. Yeah.
A little off, but I mean, if I'm in love with you, then I'm gonna thug it out the best I can.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to work on it. Communication for me is the key. I feel like if you can't communicate, then I'm gonna try to pull it out of you. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can't force no guy to be with you, and I'm not gonna force no guy to be with me.
Right, and you shouldn't.
I just don't want to. Like, I have options. I guess I could say, even though I'm single, and I don't know, but I don't want to force. I don't want to wait to settle because they feel like,
right.
Oh, we've been through this, we have history. Let me go ahead and just settle. Like, no, I want you to fight for me, just like I'm gonna fight for you.
Right. Um, he said, be a private prostitute for your partner. Women lose sex interest after commitment in marriage. Studies show this, so don't deny it. Got to be very horse. Wait.
I was
Before
very
I
horse,
jump to
guys.
y'all comments, hold on, boo. Hold on. Listen, Just E, you just jumped in. But a few weeks ago, let me tell you something. I'm trying to get my girl on the bandwagon. Not me. Not me. And I say not me because I'm curious. I'm a very curious person. I've been born and raised like that. My mom be like, you ask too many questions, get out my room. I've always been that type. I'm very curious. I try some random things. Like, I got a whole bag. A matter of fact, maybe next Wednesday or the Wednesday after, we'll have our hump day celebration. We do a hump day celebration once a month. And maybe you'll see what I got going on. Yeah, but I do agree that sometimes, like, women can be like, once they got the man, women don't slap me, but once they got a man, it's like, I don't feel like it. I'm sleepy.
No, I disagree.
But there is women that do that.
Because I've dated someone who literally, okay, my best sex has always been with my same fucking zodiac sign. I'm gonna throw all the shade out there. I give two fucks. When I got my kid's dad, it was okay. But even before I had my kids, it was like, I don't want to be bothered. Let's just get this shit over with. Okay, done. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get myself off because I wasn't attracted. I wasn't interested no more.
I ain't gonna do that though. I gotta actually be intrigued. Ain't no way we get married and you suck like that.
It wasn't that I lost interest. I just lost interest in him. Now I've dated someone else.
So you're more like emotionally attached. Like you can't just have. I'm like that too.
Exactly.
I can't just have
no sex buddies. And I dated someone else and I was a straight up freak for this nigga. I mean, I've had sex and babies are us. That should tell you something.
She do sound far. You do sound a little far away. No, I don't think that's my case. Like I definitely try to keep it interesting. I find myself to be a very open boo. I'm gonna assume that you meant that. When I like someone, women don't like sensitivity anymore. We're considered weak when we show feelings. I don't think so. I think too much of one thing is bad. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got nothing on your credit. Oh, you got bad credit. You need a little bit of something on there. So I feel like you got to know when and where to be sensitive about it. Like for me personally, I am a man that is into his feelings and that can stimulate me mental. Oh my gosh, baby, that is a turn on to me. Like seriously, you can be super fine on the outside, but if you can't stimulate my mental, then we have a disconnect and I can't even be physical with you anyways. My thing is, don't be more sensitive than me though. Like, every little thing I do, I don't need that to upset you. Or if it upsets you, maybe express it to me. Let's figure that out. I'm going to try my best. But if it's something that's just in me, it's just in me. I can't see, like when we're talking to people, we got to understand there's some things that they're choosing to do and there's some things that it's just in them to do and they can't help it. And you got to know how to identify that and see where that matches up for you. That's just my opinion. So I'm all for a man showing his emotions, but just don't be like a cowardly lion. Like I don't want you too emotional. Love is a choice, true, but when a person make you feel all that love, then what? Ooh.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Love is a choice. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if I agreed to that earlier. I don't feel like love is a choice. I don't choose when I have loved or fallen in love with people. I don't choose. Like in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna choose to fall in love with you. Like sometimes it just happens. Now I choose what to do with it, but I don't feel like I choose the initial act of being in love. She says that's not true at all. I love sex. Right? Who don't? I used to be squeamish about it. Now I'm like, yeah, yep. Not me. Guys usually can't keep up with me. LOL. Babies are us though. Wait.
I had made a comment and he said babies are us though.
Oh, okay. Can't help who you like or love. I've liked people that I know ain't shit. Right. Like, well, yeah, obviously I got sperm donors. So, I mean, there is people that just didn't work out for me, but honestly, they're not people that, you know, how you, in the moment, you think that you're in love with this person, but then after time goes by, you realize you're like, nah, really, it wasn't really that deep. So I think you definitely got to decipher, like, for me, like, kind of going back to the question, like, for me, what I think I bring to the table, I think is humbleness. I think is a sense of organization, like I said, a sense of building, like an eye for building. And I'm a very compassionate person. Like, I'm all for rising to the top. Like, I eat, you eat. Like, when I tell you, like, I could probably, my other life could probably be like a dope dealer. I'm like, I eat, you eat. Let's figure out how we gonna get this connect. Like, I'm all from, like, I'm ride or die. Like, but that sometimes get me in the super friend zone because I could be so cool that, like, now I'm like, well, no, I've never been the friend zone, but I'm just saying, like, I come off as being such a homie that I feel like that should be really cool to be in a relationship with your homie and not feel like you're in a relationship with your warden.
Right.
Because I know how to switch between the two. I know how to be the homie. We go out, we might play basketball, we might do this, and I'm the homie. I know how to be a lady when we go out amongst your friends or amongst your coworkers or out into these really nice places or whatever. I know how to dress it up, be a woman. When we get behind closed doors, I know how to be a nurturer. I know how to massage you when you're feeling sore. I know how to run your bath water, get everything that you like, turn on your favorite TV station. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that. When we get in that bedroom, I know how to be your lover. I know how to do all of those things. I'm just saying. That's just me. I almost dated myself just then. She says, when I say love is a choice, it's you choosing to stand with that person thick and thin, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it now. Yeah, I do think that's a choice. And sometimes it's a hard choice to make, though. Very hard. Do you agree, Audrey? It's a hard choice to make, to stick around with someone that you love through thick and thin. My whole thing is, in my mind, I have to question this, right? And I feel like I've said this on, like, one of my own personal videos. Think about this, you guys. Even the person that's married. If right now you were to walk out the door, you were to get into a car accident, Lord forbid, or something happens to you to where you're living, but you may not be in the same form. So if you were like this whole Vin Diesel, boom, boom, boom looking person, you get into this car accident, and Lord forbid, my auntie used to love him, but I hate me some Seal. But then you come back looking like Seal. Or if you were, you know, I'm just saying I hate him. But if you were, you know, the best thing walking, you riding big, you got this car, you got that car, you get into a car accident. Well, now you're immobilized, you're in a wheelchair, or maybe you're bedridden for the rest of your life, or even for a few months. This person that you think that you're in love with, the person that you're infatuated with, the person that you're living with, the person that you want to be married to, whatever this person may be to you, if you were in that situation, could you undoubtedly trust, not what you would do, but do you undoubtedly trust that person would take care of you, would love on you, would change your diaper if you needed your diaper changed, if they would change your IV, whatever it is, would they do all of those things for you unconditionally and also still stand by your side? Not, okay, my girl, because again, last week I shared with you guys when we were talking about friends, I was dating someone, I won't say it was on my deathbed, but I definitely was like in between. He would come see about me, but then he would go around the corner and go see about her. You feel me? So, you know, even though I had my feelings in between that moment, once that person was lost, I was just like, you know what? It was good because that person wasn't for me. See, if I get into that situation, I don't need to feel like you're mine. We're together. I love you. We're ride or die. And then when it's time to get, when those tables turn and it's crunch time and I'm in that situation, I can't trust that you're going to be there for me, or I can't trust that you're going to be there for me and not for her. You see me?
Right.
There's people that I've seen people take care, like, understand at one point in time, we're going to get older and we're going to need like our spouse to still support us just like we were 20 years old. And if that person that you're with, if you don't think that they would love you for every wrinkle that you might acquire, every mole that might start growing, if that person's not going to love you still for you, and if they make some mistakes, I get it. Like I've told you guys before, I'm not biased. I think everyone's going to at least cheat one time. It don't mean you got to cheat in your marriage. You can be cheating when you're dating. I'm not saying you're going to cheat with each person that you date in life. I'm just saying you're going to cheat once. But if that person cannot be that person for you when you get old and when you get sick, then what are we doing? What are we doing? Ask yourself that, because you don't need to date nobody. Get into one of those situations, because it can happen to anybody, and find out that person ain't for you.
Right.
All I'm saying. She said, listen, I've been with the same man for almost 6 years, and I love y'all. I just met y'all, and y'all the cutest couple to me. If you name it, we've been through it. And it takes a lot. And I know, like, a small window of, like, what like, when it hit you, like, what was it? Like, in my mind, I'm like, there's got to be some type of aha moment. And, like, I get it. Like, some guys get the aha moment a little bit later than the others. Like, my mom used to tell me, like, oh, you should date older. You should date older. You should date older. But I don't feel like dating older is, like, the solution. Because, I mean, I've seen, like, dudes that are, like, 50, 60 years old in the club. And I'm like, why? Why are you here right now? Like, in the club? So you're going to be over here at the compound with your church suit on. Is this what you're going to do? No, I'm serious. I've seen it. And so I don't feel like age comes maturity. It's just something, I don't know if it's a upbringing. I don't know what it is. Old men cheat. Yeah, old men do cheat. They be the worst ones. Those are the ones sometimes you feel like you can't satisfy. If they ain't got no woman for real by that point, oh, you dead. Super dead. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I want someone who is going to love me for me, my faults and all, like, all the time. She said, I'm about to call out of work. Y'all done got this conversation so juicy she don't want to go to work. Lord of mercy. You better call on the house phone or something. You ain't going to interrupt this live no more.
Hey.
Everybody boycott. If y'all are on for boycotting, put your thumbs up.
What's the number?
Boycott her into this call, into this live, just so she can make a call.
Hey, give me the number.
Thumbs up.
Give me the number.
What?
Give me the number.
I don't got. He said I'm about to leave work too. It's so juicy. I don't got the number.
I can't get the number without getting out of live.
Oh, God. Don't nobody else got no phone? Look, y'all, somebody help her out. If somebody can find the American Eagle phone number.
I'm going to get the number.
Let me go back. She said he realized I was over and so you had got to a point where you was just like, you know what, F this is too much. And then he was like, okay, she ain't playing no games. Let me for real pursue her. Like, let me want this. Is that what it was, Miriam?
I have a question for that. So when a guy senses like, okay,
talk louder.
I am loud.
Oh.
When a guy senses, okay, she's moved on or she's
done.
Can't
be loud. I can't hear.
And then he reappears like, okay, I'm about to get back in her life. Why do y'all do that? Did you hear me?
Wait, who is that for?
It's just
who's that question for? The guys?
It's a general question because she said he realized it was over and then he pursued me. So it's like I find a lot of guys do that. Like, okay,
sorry, this baby keeps saying, oh, you okay, baby? That handsome man.
But then he sees that the girl's trying to move on, and then he pops back up. Yo, let's work it out, or what you doing, or whatever have you. And then you're right back in the same situation, maybe better or worse. But it's like, if you don't want me, then why pop back up?
Right. She said, so she was saying yes to what I said. So I said, he basically realized that she was over it, like done, and then he was just like, let me get my girl, like let me stop playing to get my girl. Okay, Destiny, so no, so the initial topic, because you know you will start somewhere and it goes to other places. Our initial topic was asking the fellas. So when we first came on, because we done been on live due to Audrey hanging up a million times, we done been on live like 4 or 5 times. So initially it was just all the fellas, because we really needed the fellas input. The question was, what do men want from women, and as women, what can we bring to the table? It kind of like stirred off to different little conversations. But we're still in the lines of that. Like, we're still trying to figure out what men want. And I don't know if we have Ivory White. Go ahead and clock out and come back to our conversation. Like, I still want to know what a man wants from a woman. Like I said, the one guy that did inbox me his comment, he did say that, like, listen, like, when he was younger, yeah, he was all for the smashing. Like, that's all that he was looking for in a woman. But now he's looking into that fairy tale. And I don't feel like you hear a lot of guys either admitting that or wanting that anymore. Like, he wants, like, the legit fairy tale situation. He said, Ivory White says he just wants affection and companionship. And I think that's what he said, too. I think he said affection as well. And that's all someone can ask for. So how is it? There's men that want
play too
commitment.
much. Nah, bro. Nah. Y'all play
I don't think so. Where you finding your women at, though? You got to find a woman, not a girl. See, a girl is going to be fresh off the porch. She don't know nothing. She ain't been through nothing. None of that. A woman done been through it, done played the game, and want so much more. Like, that's my thing. Because me, yeah, you been meeting girls, baby. Because me, like, I am such a woman. I'm so serious. Like, and this is not, like, I am not, again, I'm not biased. If I feel like I was like a ain't crap type chick, I would say it. Like, I would be like, you know, yeah, I need to fix things. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, though. I'm not saying that, because let me tell you what I have. That you got to be a certain type of person to handle. I have a attitude. I'm a Cancer. I'm not an attitude like, oh, I'm going to come in, F you, da-da-da. I'm a Cancer, so sometimes we like to be alone. Sometimes we like to be sheltered. Like, you just got to know us. Like, know, like, okay, if we're in the zone where we just want to be to ourselves, don't come in picking, don't come in with the bull. Like, give us a small little space and we're going to come back through. And it's not like an all day thing. Like, and sometimes we need that, we need that hug, like, hug us tighter. And that could be it could be a woman too. Like, you got to know, you got to actually sit down and want to get to know your lady, like what she's been through. You a Cancer too? Whoa. July 15th is my birthday. But you got to know, like, what that person has been through and not take it to something that you can take advantage of in a bad way. Like, get to know your woman. I'm very affectionate as a man, and people don't like that. Right, baby, it's the Cancer way. See, the 14, it is legit the Cancer way. Like, we are so compassionate. I don't even know you. But I'm going to tell you,
sorry, is this Taylor?
We're very compassionate.
Okay.
We will love so hard. But if you make us mad, make us upset, or hurt us, we can hate you just as much as we loved you. Just as much.
All right, thanks.
We are forgiving, but sometimes
I'm back.
to a flaw. But when we get to the point where we just can't forgive no more, oh, it's dead. You might as well. Like, I legit, my kid's father, I have went 2 different segments, but in total 6 years not talking to him. When I say you 6 years, and this is someone that I've known since the age of 15. You see what I'm saying? Like, we get to that point, but my thing is going outside of the Cancers, because I know we awesome. But, you know, going outside of that, it's just where can we meet and align with? Because obviously you, I think there was a few other fellas that was on here. They're all affectionate, there's compassion there into their emotions, but somehow you guys are bumping into women that are not. Us as women, we're compassionate, blah, 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 like, and we're bumping into men that are not. So if you, I guess for me, like I'm looking back on some of my exes and I feel like some of them are the same. But then I'm like, this new person, I don't feel like they're the same, but somehow I can't get, and I'm not trying to, like, I'm not coming in the game like, I'm going to break through this wall. I want him to be this way. I want him to be that way. It's not that. Like, I am so understanding of what he's been through, how he feels, why he wants this and that and the third. But honestly, I just don't know. Like Miri, let me ask you, Miri and Ivory White, I asked you. Oh, and then we do got some more people on here. I'm tripping. Destiny, if you're still on, how long would you wait for a friendship to grow into something more? So say we were talking about before, and I know Destiny, you missed this, and if I love the Falcons or I heart the Falcons or something like that, if you're still on here too, we were talking about earlier about like, you doing some men wanting all the qualities of a woman, of a girlfriend in a friend. They don't want to be committed to that person. They want to come and go as they please. But how long in that type of situation, a situation where you're doing either way, that you're doing, she said, wow, I'm going through this right now. Girl, me, her too. Just different levels, but relationship, you know what I mean? Like needing some type of relationship advice. It may not be in this present moment, but overall. So you're doing all of these things for this man or for this woman not because you want them to glorify you, not because you want to level up on the next chick or the next guy, not because of that, it's because that's truly in your heart what you want to do. But almost like they're abusing it though. Like they know that's where your heart is and they know they got you. So they're not looking at it like, dang, this guy or this girl really riding with me. They looking at it like, this is the person I know I can depend on. I'm going to go talk to Paul. I'm going to talk to Keisha. But when I need my ground, I know this is her right here. That's how or him. That's how I feel with that. Let me see. He said, I waited for 4 years and it still hasn't happened. Ooh, baby. I don't know if I could wait 4 years. She said, I was talking to him for 7 months and had the where we are going convo and was hit with the I'm not ready for a relationship. It makes you feel used. Absolutely. She said, I personally thought 7 months was enough to know what you want. Hey, y'all. Okay. I'm going to jump with both of you guys really quick. And she said, I can't answer that because every situation is different, which is true. That's very true. So, I mean, I'm saying that I wouldn't wait for, I almost know I won't wait 4 years. And that's not judging you because like Mira just said, every situation is different. I'm not saying that the person that I may be trying to pursue that is not worth 4 years of waiting. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is where I'm at in my life, I'm not trying to wait 4 years. For what? If we've been talking this year, this is like you getting engaged and you waiting 4 years before you get married. For what? What else are you needing to learn from me to wait 4 years to figure out if you want to be with me or not? You don't want to figure out if you want to be with me or not. At this point, 4 years, you're comfortable. You're comfortable with me wanting you. You're comfortable with me needing you, that you can do whatever you want and you know that I'm going to want to be there by your side because in my mind now, because you're coming back to me, now what I was doing for you out of compassion is the only thing that's saving me to be relevant in your life. See, that's my problem. Like, don't go out with these chicks or go out with these dudes and do whatever it is that you want to do. These people don't know you. They don't know what your favorite food is. They don't know your favorite color. They don't know your middle name. They don't know what you're allergic to. They don't know how you sleep. They don't know nothing about you. But you give them the time of day. You go play with them. You put on your best smelling perfume, your best smelling cologne. You dress from head to toe. You might be dressing stuff that I bought you because I wanted to see you fresh. You see what I'm saying? You go flex for them. And then you come back to me as if I'm nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, as if I'm not the one who knows those things about you. See, when those streets do you dirty, when them streets are not kind to you, that's man or woman, when those streets are doing you grimy, when you come back home, I'm the person who brings you back to where you need to be. Not because, again, because I want leverage. It's because that's the type of person I am. When I rock with you, I rock with you. I'm for you. So that's when it becomes a problem for me, because it's like, if I explained to them earlier, and I'm going to get to y'all comments because I do see them. But, and Audrey, you obviously watch for time. But like I explained to them in one of those lives, you reciprocated. You still got to be made whole. You still got to be refilled. And I explained to them an analogy of, what was it, cups of water? Is that what I did, Audrey? I did cups of water that time, right? I was like, you have these lines of cups. Yeah. It was cups in a pitcher of water. You pour, you pour, you pour. The cups being that person that you're trying to pursue, or that you're dating, or whatever, what have you. You're pouring, you're pouring, you're pouring, you're pouring, you're pouring. But baby, if no point of time that man or that woman is like, you know what? Let me refill your pitcher. Let me pour some more water in there for you. If they're not doing that and you just pouring, 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 what do you have at the end? Once you fill all of his cup or her cup, what do you have for yourself? What's left in that pitcher that you can actually take for yourself? Nothing, because you've given them everything for them to give you nothing. There is nothing in life that can survive without being reciprocated. There's nothing, not a flower, not a there's nothing in life that can actually live and see to some type of existence without being refilled. I'm sorry. Let me catch back up. She said that is so true. Don't get me wrong, I dated in between, that's all, but back in my mind, I always wanted that one person. I absolutely understand that. Like, it's not that I don't have people pursuing me. It's not that I'm someone that's not pursuable. But honestly, when I have my eye on one person, that's like one of my, I have my eye on that one person. So nothing else is intriguing to me. Nothing else is turning me on. Nothing else is, like, I've been offered dates and it's hard for me to even, in my mind, I'm like, you're free, you single, you can go on these dates, but something makes it to where it ain't so. I can't do it. You trying to solidify that shit. What third eye? What are you talking about? Oh my God, that is my problem. Destiny says, I think we have the what we are conversation doesn't necessarily mean let's immediately take it to the next level, but it should open the idea of the possibility. Audrey, did I not say that once? I'm bleeding my soul right now. My nose about to bleed, I believe. Listen, I said the same thing. I don't feel like those conversations are supposed to be like drop now, Craig's in trouble. Like, let's just, like, I think one I love to hate, who I don't think is on here anymore. But like she was saying, like, some point in time you got to recourse. Like, you can't go, if the beginning of the relationship you start off like, we just gonna be friends, we're just gonna be smash friends, we're just gonna be whatever, and things have now grown like 2 years, you can't still be sitting on that same conversation. Like, some point in time in between time, you got to have another conversation. Like, you got to have another regroup. Like, listen, this is where we at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to touch base. You can't be at work. You can't work for a company for 3 years and never have a touch base. Ain't no manager told you where you at, where your development is. That's impossible. You started off as a seasonal and you ain't never had no conversation with your manager. You've been working there for 3-4 years. It's impossible. So you have to have those. But it's just, is that mate, you so silly. Is that person gonna want to have that conversation? That's the thing. Is, are they gonna have? And y'all, I be having the dopest little relationship advice, but I can't listen to it myself. I am such a love bug. Like, I'm stuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm stuck. And there might be some people right now that was on one of our lives or is gonna watch it later, and they probably gonna shoot me a bird, because those might be some of the people that I let down I cannot help. Like, I honestly, I get so focused and in tune with one person. Like, that's just the way my mind rocks. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, they look good, whatever, because I think that's a human trait. But as far as being wanting to be intimate or seeing myself with someone else, then no. I've never experienced that before. Like, I was a tomgirl. I never was that type to like want this whole fairy tale situation. But as you get older, you have kids, you have goals, you have life. And you're like, I'm not trying to be 45 years old still dating. I mean, congratulations to the ones that are still out po pimping, cool. But I'm not trying to do that.
I have a
And I'm not trying to
question.
be getting married when I'm 60. I'm sorry. I have kids that need to know what real love looks like.
Right. So I have a question. So
Hmm.
it sounds like everyone is saying set your boundaries. You know, you got to communicate. So it sounds like
Hmm.
communication is just key to everything. Granted, no guy has said, "Oh, what I want from a woman," but affection and loyalty. I think someone said loyalty, but
Talk
communication is
louder.
the key. So obviously, seems like communication is the key to every relationship. At what point do you just be done with it when the communication sucks?
I don't know. I mean, I've been in this situation now for a year. And I've told myself, I'm like, 2 years, like that's gonna be like enough for me. I feel like I'm like, if it hasn't moved places, that's gonna be my time out. 2 years, I feel like that's enough. But see, that's me too. Like, I feel like you should, like, I want to be engaged 2 years. Two is like
Right.
my number, I guess. I don't know, but I told you that I want to be engaged 2 years. After that, then let's rock it. And I feel like I want to be engaged 2 years because I want to be able to see how this ring changes me or you.
Get in the
You
bed.
see what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like there's hope because some of the fellas that was on there initially was saying that they want commit, someone to commit. But then
A
what
few of
worries
them
me
said
is,
that.
huh?
I said a few of them said that.
A
The
few. But what
others,
worries me is there was more, and it's not even just the ones that are on live. These are conversations that I've had with some of these fellas, like one off. Is a lot of fellas don't want the commitment. Now, granted, like, I get it. Like, sometimes as women, we nag, and we don't nag because we just want to be, bees. Like, we nag because, again, we have that nurturing quality. We just want to make sure you straight, we straight. You know, she said this was good. I'm gonna tune in some more of the live videos, but I gotta go. Bye, Destiny. Catch us every Wednesday. Next Wednesday might be a freaky one. I don't know if you want to tune into that one, but you can definitely tune into it. Like, it's informational. But we'll let you guys know what that is. If you guys have any topics that you want to discuss, inbox us. Inbox us. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, like, I feel like, because we're gonna wrap this one up. I mean, we've done a few, like, we've been on there for a good while now. Um, I don't know if I feel. She said I'll be there. Okay, we got you. Mondays we usually post what our topic is gonna be about, so definitely stay in tune with us every Wednesday between 8 or 9. We'll post the times. It just kind of depends, but we never go later. Um, but I don't feel this is the only live that I don't feel like I've gotten an answer. And this is the one that honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really need it. Like, I really
I'm going to work.
needed
Now I'm
someone to
not
say,
going.
like, Treese, run, or Treese, hold on. And I guess you really can't. I guess there's not an answer to that. I think it's just like pro-choice, like how Mary said, like, you can't choose love. You can control, I guess, how long you're willing to stay, and then sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just, it's just how you
I,
feel.
I feel like we
How do
know each other's
how do you feel?
situation. I feel like we know each other's situation. So we're gonna give, a negative and positive feedback. But if we was
Hmm.
to hear from someone outside of the circle that we don't know,
Right, louder.
they don't know the whole story,
Right,
then they may give us a different outlook on the situation. Like,
right.
their
Now,
situation
I
is
will
not
say
my
a lot of the
situation.
comments were, yeah, a lot of the comments were actually awesome. Like, I was just underscore E. I know he's not on here right now, but I'm hoping that he'll come back and look at it. But I think he was, Oh my God. I think all of the fellas was very informative. Like I feel like he's hitting the what is it, nail, the hammer, whatever. He did that,
Hit the
whatever
head,
the saying
yeah.
is. He definitely did that. Like he definitely made me kind of reflect on a lot internally. And I will take that
Right.
back. Um, I think sometimes we just be wanting someone to just be like, bitch, keep moving or stay. You know, we want those
Right.
cutthroat answers, but love isn't a cutthroat answer, is what I would take from what we
Right.
talked about tonight. Like, I feel like it's nothing to get discouraged about. I feel like just seeing both sides of the world, I feel like there is hope. I mean, he's married 6 years. That is
Right.
awesome. Mary, I can't remember how long, I don't know if she stated how long she was married, if she's still on, but she's been married for a while, and I've seen them like instantly. Like I said, I've only been around them one time, and I was just in love. Like I love to see situations happen, and I'm not saying it has to be butterflies. Life isn't even butterflies. You can wake up today and your lights be turned off. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Ju- Juju,
I
you
do.
gonna join now?
I
For
do
real,
like
that's how
how
you. Hey, that's how you
Miss
feel. This is the
B.
end of the live. We've been on live since 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We
I
needed
do
all
like
the
how.
guys' input. We did get a lot of guys' input, but it would have been nice to have yours.
I do like how
Don't be
he was
blasting.
saying pretty much how I feel like females think we're in a relationship, but if I didn't say we was together, then we're not together. So it's us. That's what he made it
That
seem
was
like. It's
cut.
us
When he said that, he
that
was
puts
like,
all that
yeah,
pressure
you missed a lot of
on a
tea. You might want to
relationship.
go back and watch the lives. This isn't the only live. I think we've done 3 lives. Go back and look at them, please. Like definitely look at them because we still take your input. So inboxes or whatever. But I think when he was like, if I didn't say you were my girl, then don't basically get caught up in your feelings. Like that's your feelings. That ain't
Right.
my feelings. Like if I
So
didn't say
now it's like
that
we gotta
it hit me. I was like, oh crap! Like it was cutthroat, but it was real. Yeah, Juju.
reevaluate
See, we just
everything.
reflecting. You got to go back and look at the other lives. Did you save them, Audrey?
It didn't even give me the option, but I think it'll let me do it.
You gonna record them?
And it give me the option. Yeah, I have to screen record it on my iPhone.
Okay, I have a question.
We're about to end it.
Okay, but I have a question.
Okay, my mom has a question. I can't show her because she's not
Yay!
dressed.
Yes. Please
What is your
keep
question?
tuning in. Like
How do you
it, we
guys
have some
define
really good
if you are
conversations. This has
actually in
been
a
like the
relationship?
best in a
How would
while.
you determine if you
Like,
are in a
but this
relationship
was
with
a really
someone?
good conversation. Now next Wednesday,
Communication.
it may be a little. We may do our like we celebrate Hump Day like once every month. But we'll see if that falls. Like
Fine.
if you guys want, we can continue this conversation. Oh, I heard her. Can continue this conversation. What is it? Your phone is breaking up, Audrey. But we can continue this conversation next Wednesday. It's up to you guys. Like we honestly, most of our conversation, this hit hard to home for both of us, so that's why we had this conversation today. But we take all input, like whatever you guys. I okay, there we go. You're back, I think. Audrey. Audrey. Okay. Until she comes back, I don't know where she is, but yeah. Audrey, you're breaking up. She ain't got life together over there. Just in case the phone hangs up. Tune in to us next Wednesday. Remember, every Wednesday is hump day for us. If you guys have any topics, inbox. Other than that, we will go scripted. Monday, we'll pull out whatever we're going to be talking about that Wednesday. Again, it might be like our celebration of hump day. Kinda, you're a little delayed. No. I'm about to hang up on Audrey. She ain't got life together. Audrey. Mm. Hopefully her service be working better. We ain't got time for her doing all this now, do we? Audrey. Audrey. Ay, ay, ay.
So you can't see my comments or nothing?
I know you're saying something.
My comments?
Bye, Mary. Thank you so much for your comment. Nope.
Can you see me?
Please, mommy, and a man.
Hello?
Hello?
Audrey.
Erin, get away from there.
Audrey,
Yeah. Oh, why?
you said she want to know, how do you confirm you're in a relationship?
Yeah, like how do you define if you're in one?
Girl, I ain't got that answer. I ain't gonna tell no lie. Other than
I
that
just
person
said
saying,
communication, like every other guy's been saying communication.
yeah, like it's pretty much like you gotta communicate. You have to kind of like touch base and see, like, listen, like a few months ago, I know we started off as this, but this is how you feel. How do you feel? I mean, this is how I feel. How do you feel?
That was
And just
already
kind of see
discussed.
where that's
Yeah,
at. I mean, but every guy was saying that when you in a relationship, you would know. Like, he would say it to you. That's what most of the fellas said tonight. It's like, don't assume that you're in a relationship until the guy tells you you're in a relationship. But anyways, her live is messing up. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off this thing. Audrey, we're gonna conclude this one because your service is jacked up. No. You guys stay tuned. Remember, check in with us every Wednesday night. Go back and watch these lives. If you miss it, if you sleeping, whatever it is that you got going on, go follow us on YouTube, hump_days, and you can get all these videos. Just give us a second to upload them. Remember, these websites are a Hump Days Instagram, which you don't have to worry about, not right now. And our YouTube is still in the making. So bear with us. I love you guys. Awesome comments. You